Hi everybody, it's Kay Comer in here with you, and I don't have the best setup today, but it's so hot to be filming out in the workshop, which is the best place for me to film. So I'm doing it at the kitchen table just real quick on an old black plastic piece that I keep for just whatever. And so I believe this book is already sold. I wanted our friend to see the video before she makes the final decision. I always like to do that. So I'm just going to open it up. This is a really thick, really thick book. I posted the length on the Grandma page, and that is Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. And if you're not a part of that group, I invite you to come over and join us. Just type that into Facebook and you'll find us. I'll click you right in when I see your request to join us. And we have a lot of fun over there. We're just really close. We're down to earth. We just chit chat, and we share projects that we're making and just all kinds of things. But I do have the information on that page about this book. But anyway, I'm just going to get going on it. This is just covered with an old piece of blanket, a baby blanket, and I love the cover. I almost didn't put too much on it, but I ended up putting the little girl on there again. Anyway, got some pins up here, some different kinds of pearls, an old rose up here. This is flattened down because I've had it in a bag. I always put things in wrap them up when I get done until I'm ready to post. So we're going to open up and just get through it. And I'm just going to go through it kind of quick because my husband's going to come in a little bit. It's just too hot to work out in the workshop, so I don't know how long I'm going to have here. So got a little book right here. And let's see what's in this little, let me prop it here. This is the book I'm working on now, but let me use that to prop. This is just a little book with just odds and ends in it, quotes, and just this and that, and it clips on the side here. Have some quotes down here. Little things, give, love always, enjoy the little things. This is the little prayer quilt. Everybody really likes this little quilt. It's just a little piece of quilt, and it has a little poem on it. It says, I'm a little prayer quilt held in your hand to help when trouble rises, those things you do not plan. And then it goes on and on. So I've got that pinned on there. Under here is just another quote. I'm going to make everything around me beautiful, and that will be my life. That is one of my favorite quotes, and that is what I try to live by. I'm not big on shopping, foo-foo, and, you know, out and going and stuff. I just like to be home doing homey things, cooking, baking, foo-fooing around the house, and I like to make stuff out of nothing. Go to yard sales and come home and make a real treasure out of something that I gave 50 cents for. That's my thing. I'm not much on these big furniture stores and all this stuff. Let's see if I can clip that back on real quick. I may have to wait. Okay, no, it's gonna be okay. Okay, so we go to the next page. Got another little book here, and it's just more quotes and images. I got a piece of a paper doily there, just stuck in there. Just some little images and things, some little things to read. I don't like for my books to be just eye candy, where you just turn the pages and you see little things on the thing, but there's really nothing to do or read, or, you know, it only takes a second. So I like to have a lot of readings in my books, poems, stories, some things a little bit longer. I mean, any of these books you should be able to sit and take a couple of hours just to go through it, and every time you go through it you should be able to find something different. But this is just a little quilt cover on this book. It's just another little book. This is just some little rings I found. I just stuck them up there. Another one of those little roses that needs fluffed up. This is just some of the little tags. Everybody's got the little tags. I just put roses on them. Aged them just a little bit. This is a pocket with just a whole bunch of quotes and things, poems and things in it, and I'm not going to read them all, but just, you know, a satisfied life. She made everything. She made a broken look beautiful and strong look invincible, and it goes on, and there's just quite a few in there. So I'll tuck that back in there. I like to have a lot of fabric that hangs over the top and the bottom, and little tags and bows and different things that hang up the front there like that, up at the top, that hang over is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to hurry. I'm messing it up, but we'll get through it. Okay, this says, take time to make your soul happy. Love. I love that word love. Everybody knows that. Birds. I love birds. This is just some little readings. Dirt Roads is in there. Let's see what is in here. I worked on this book so long. Remembering the Good Old Days. I love that. That's one of my favorite readings. It's just about things that, especially baby boomer age, you know, it's things that we will remember from when long ago. Stepping by the woods on a snowy evening. I love that reading. This is a piece of dried Sweet Annie that I just got out of the yard, and I just put it in a distressed piece of paper towel. Some more quotes here. Write your own story. We work on our stories of our lives every day of our life, and you know, we have things happen that we can't control, but still we have the option of writing our own stories, and that's a good thing. This is a pocket that was on an apron, and I just took the little pocket off and made a tuck out of it, and there's a little quote underneath there. And then a couple of envelopes here. This is the mustard seed. It says I have a mustard seed and I'm not afraid to use it. And there is one mustard seed in that envelope. And this is, what is this? It's buttons. It's a little envelope, homemade envelope, with some buttons in it. Okay, I'm going to tuck that back up here, and that's come undone. That's okay. And I'll stick this back in here and this back in here. This is just I'm not going to open it up because it's pinned closed, but it just has some paper in there to write on for your journaling needs. And it's just a paper sack that I just kind of cut down and put some paper in it and put a pen in there. So you just open that up. You can keep your secrets in here. Nobody will ever know what's in there because it doesn't look like anything's in there. This is the mood ring. I like to put the mood ring in most of my books if I don't run out. I do give away a lot of mood rings, even in my secret sister bags and things at church. I've always done that. It has nothing to do with witchcraft or magic or any kind of thing, and it maybe not. I don't know if the thing works. See, it's green right now, so it says green. What does it say? I'm either surprised or romantic. I'm not sure. Well, now it's turning dark blue, so I'm not sure what I am. But let's see. I'm nothing. What surprise. I knew that. Okay, and I've got a little pencil in here. Some little quotes and things. You're not going to master the rest of your life in one day, so just relax. And then it has more things in there. That's another one. I put 2 in there. I'm going to make everything around me beautiful, and that will be my life. I love that. I just accidentally put 2 of them in there, but that's no big deal. You're not your age or the color of your, or the clothes that you wear, blah, blah, blah. So this is another little quote or poem. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a find the difference. I love these, and I've always put these in my newsletters and things, and you just find the different things in the different pictures. It's just some little something else to do in this book. So it's not just eye candy. There are things to do. There's just a little bear. This is another little notebook that just has pages in it. I hope I'm getting all this in here because I'm trying to hurry. Just several pages of paper in it, and so that's in the back here, and then the little love thingamajigger, and then these 2. There's several quotes and readings in there, and then this pencil with the eraser. What I do with these pencils, I buy the bag of number 2 pencils at the dollar store, and I just cut them in. I usually make 3 pencils out of one, so only one out of one pencil will have the eraser on it, and I just take it out to Geezer sander, and I just sand it all down, sand the paint off of it, and antique it and all that stuff, and put it in there for you to use with your little to write on your thingamajig. Okay, this is the back page. This is a little cloth bag full of kindness rocks, and I think I put 6 in there, 1 to keep and 5 to give away. Kindness rocks are a thing that I got into in 2017, and it's all over the world now, but it was started by a woman in Cape Cod in 2015. She was just walking along the beach and found a pebble, and she took it home and painted it and wrote a word on it and took it back and left it the next day, and another lady came along and found it, and it just happened to be her neighbor, and she knew her neighbor had to have made that rock because that was the kind of crafty thing she did. So she said that word on that rock made such an impression on her and lifted her so much, she wanted to start doing that. So she called her neighbor and told her what the rock meant to her, and it just started into a big thing, and everybody in Cape Cod started doing the rocks, and since that is a tourist town, it just spread like wildfire, and now it's all over the world. So, I mean, I paint sometimes, some weeks, I'll paint 200 rocks. I'm just sitting at the kitchen table. I mean, I do assembly line. Let me see if I can show you one real quick. Okay, I have several kinds, but they all are on this order. Black with little red splotchy flowers with different kinds of color in the red, and then they'll have love or love always, or right now I'm putting just love one another. For goodness sakes alive, stop all this nonsense and just love one another. This is some that I do for the kids, and it just says goofy is good. The kids at church always love this goofy is good rock. So this is mostly the love rocks in that bag. So you can keep them all, or keep one and give the rest away. What I do is put them at the doorway, on a trash can, or on the mailbox, or whatever, of businesses in windowsills, and I take them out to the Welcome Center, put them in their rock gardens. And I had one rock go all the way to Ireland. I followed that rock all the way to Ireland. It made several stops with different people leaving it here and there. You find one, you leave it somewhere else. So your rocks travel, and I've had rocks that traveled, one rock that traveled all the way to Ireland. So it was last left at some big state park, Five Rivers Point or something, state park in Ireland. Can't remember the name of the town. Okay, this is just a big doily that went over the whole page. Put some buttons and things down here, some quotes and stuff. This is an envelope that just goes on the last page, and it is it's pinned shut, so I'm not going to open it, but it has a lot of readings and things in it. I'm not showing it where you can even see it. Has a lot of readings and quotes and things in it. So that's it. And it's tied shut with this big rag bow. So I'll tidy that up just a little bit before I ship it out. But I did want her to see it before she made up her mind for sure. I do want everybody to be satisfied. I don't want anybody to get something and think, well, this wasn't what I was expecting. So I like for people to see the video. Okay, I have... I'll set that aside a second. This is the book I'm working on right now, and it's a long way from done, but oh my gosh, I like working with the dark colors. See, there's another little notebook to write on with several pages, and there's a little pencil that doesn't have an eraser. So it's going to be really, really dark and grungy. A pocket with a lot of things in here. Gosh, I don't even know what all's in it now. I've worked on it several days. I mean, you know, you have 30 or 40 hours, I do, in some of these books, because I'm so picky. And there's the mood ring already in there, and the big clock. I love big clocks. So here's some stuff I've just tucked in here that I haven't done anything with, and there's still lots to do in this book. So that is going to be the next book, and that's going to run about $75 plus shipping. Most people don't put their prices on their videos, but you know, I know this stuff is high, and I'm a penny pincher, and I try to price my books. You have to account for your content. I mean, I judge them by how much content is in there, how much reading material is in there, what the book really is when it's a finished product. I wouldn't sell a book with just eye candy. I want the book to be something to treasure, something you can spend time with, something you can give as a gift and just feel proud as punch, and just whatever. And some of them start at $25 or $30, but I get so carried away. I can start a $25 book, and the next thing I know, it's $40 because I keep adding and keep adding and keep adding and spending hours and hours and hours on it. The next thing you know, I got a $40 book. These started as $40 books, both of them, but it just wasn't going to happen. But the little 4x6, 5x7 and all that, that's the size that I like best. I love working with them, and the darker and the more grungy, the more I love them. I just, oh my goodness gracious, I tell you what. So this is going to be next. I do have 3 or 4 more prepped that I haven't done a whole lot to. By prepped, I mean I have the book put together, and I have the pages, I have the cover on it, the quilt or whatever's going to be on it. I have the fabric on it, on pages that's going to have fabric, and most of my books are filled with quilt pieces and fabric and that. So I have all that done. So I'd like for you to subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then leave a little comment below. Tell me what you think. I talk too much. I talk too fast. I turn my pages. I don't stay in view or whatever with my book. Just say anything you want. Just leave a little comment. And then go over on Facebook to Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. And click to join that if you want to. We do a question of the day Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I missed yesterday because I had a crazy day. I was cooking for a friend that's disabled, and it was corn day, and there's a big story about that on my page, my regular Facebook page, Kay Comer, and you can find me there by clicking on the link on the grandma page. And I do stories. I try to do them every day, but this COVID thing has had me down just like it's had everybody else down, and so I've missed a lot of days, but I'm trying to get back to it and get regular. I had one today on the fiasco yesterday with my trip to go get corn. My car broke down, and that is my worst fear, breaking down on the road alone, and I was way out in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, that's the story today, and tomorrow's going to be a story about my personal encounter with some armed robbers. Gosh, back in the late 70s. So I have a story every day. I try to make it uplifting or funny, you know, just something. Hopefully that's worth your read. Okay, got 16 minutes here. I'm done. I'm going to post this and let her take a look and see if she wants it. If she doesn't, somebody else on the first dibs list will have a chance at it, or on any list. I have so many people wanting to know if they could just buy the next book sight unseen and send me the payment, and I won't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want anybody to be disappointed. I want you to see what you're getting before you pay for it. But we did start a first dibs list, and then that caused a problem because people were saying, well, I was first on the first dibs list, and no, I thought I was first. And so we're doing away with the first dibs in order list, and we're having a list. If you want to be tagged when I'm going to put a book on YouTube, you can post to me under that comment on the Junk Journal from Grandma with Love page. Just leave a comment, leave your name, say you want to be added to the list, and that only means you get tagged when I'm about to post a new book. And then anybody in that list has a chance, or whether they're on the list or not, anybody has a chance at the book, but those that are tagged know that a book is about to be posted. So I'm not on the computer a lot. I'm on for about an hour in the morning and about an hour in the evening. I just don't have time for Facebook, and there's nothing on there anyway but garbage and trouble. So but we try to make our grandma page, Junk Journals from Grandma with Love, a fun page, and we do a lot. We have become really good friends. You know, we just have a lot of really great moms, grandmas, you know, wives, crafters. A few men are on there, but not just 2 or 3 that we hear from. And it's just a great place to be. So I'd like for you to come on over to that page and take part. That's it. I've gone too long. I'm up to 18 minutes now. I'm going to get stopped here, get this posted, get it uploaded, or whatever you call it, for the other book. And see, there you go. Light and dark, kind of shabby chic and grandma to the core. So okay, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your patience. Sorry I've been gone so long, but you know, this COVID thing, it had me crazy like it had everybody else crazy. We're still sheltered in the canyon. We don't go anywhere. So I have plenty of time for crafting if I can just get the COVID off my mind and get busy. So that's it. Talk to you later. Have another book soon, and I love you all.